DreAllDay.com.
And Jordan from Miami says, do I remember when I started growing into my games? He's 15 and he wants to know, have some idea. Well, I was about 18 when I started really growing into my talent, but that really has no bearing on you whatsoever, Jordan, because you're not me. So whatever happens with me is not necessarily going to happen with you. But that's the question that you want to answer, so there's your answer. Marlon from Toronto says, thanks for answering my question. He likes the quote, I don't quit, I just regroup and fuck people up. Well, glad you like that quote, made it up myself. Thank you for watching. Make sure you tell your friends, get on my Facebook fan page. Doodlehead94 says, his shooting ability decreases after a long amount of practicing. I think he means a long amount of practicing. Do I know a way he can avoid that? Get your conditioning up, get your stamina up, or if your shooting decreases after a long amount of practicing, maybe you're practicing for too long. Pro Nation, this is Anthony from the USA. He was practicing, he said, hand down, man down. So he wants to know if he's been watching my videos too much. Well, actually, I got that from Mark Jackson, who works on ABC and ESPN, like doing the announcing for the games. He's going to be a coach in the NBA pretty soon. I'm predicting next year he should be a coach somewhere in the league because he knows his stuff. So that's where I got that from. From Toronto, this is DNA1101. He says, do I ever feel like my ball handling or shooting decreases? He says, after a while without playing, he feels like his handle or shooting, like a new school year or whatever, his handle or shooting is not so good. Well, if you stop practicing, your game will fall off, whether it be shooting, handling, passing, dribble, rebounding, defending, your conditioning, anything. If you stop practicing, you will lose those abilities. Curtis 2K9, he's asking about the starting five question. Vid's on the way in the next couple weeks. Just be patient, keep watching. Young Dunker 21, he says, do I ever have problems with jumper's knee? I had a little bit of tendonitis when I was in college. I took like a week or two off, and it was fine after that. But the only thing you can do with jumper's knee is rest and put ice on it. That's all you can do. Kevin from Norway says he's 15, he wants to go to the U.S. next year and play on a good high school team. Do I know of any? No, I don't. I don't know anything about that. You probably should look it up online or try to find somebody else in the States that does that kind of stuff, like AAU coaches, high school coaches. There are people who are in that business, just not me. Thanks for asking the question, though. Sanskirt Z says he's going to work on his fucking game. That's what's up. You should be going to do it right now. Get your sneaks ready. HD Hadi from Dubai. I was just watching a show on, I think, Discovery Channel on Dubai, where they made the Impossible Hotel, and the other one about the island that they created out of nowhere. Pretty good shows. But anyway, Hadi asks, he wants to know how much weight can I lift in certain weightlifting exercises. You'll never get the answer to that from me. DODGY8379. He says, Terrell's my homeboy. He said, thanks for all the vids, Dre. No problem. I appreciate you coming through and watching and telling your friends. And he says the triple threat position ones and the handles have helped him a lot. So cool. Glad I could help you out. So everybody, y'all know from the vid I put out a couple days ago, on April 1st, we started Live This Summer or Die This Summer Part 2. That's the time of the year where you got to get your game right, get your mind right, get your body right, work on your fucking game. Even if you're not in your off season yet, you should be thinking about what it is you want to work on in the off season. So you need to think about, I'll say, 3 to 5 things that you want to focus on specifically in the off season. I know any player, if you ask them what they need to work on in their game, they'll always say everything. I need to work on everything. But you need to focus it down to 3 to 5 specific things you want to work on in your game that you want to improve in the off season. Things that go think about the way you play the game, the position you play, and what's asked of you and the teams that you play on, and think about what you can do to make yourself better in those games against whatever players you're about to be going against. And if you don't know, ask the people around you, ask your coaches, ask the players you play against, ask the players you play with, ask your teammates, ask everybody who sees you play what it is you can work on in your game, because those people will give you honest feedback. We're not always honest with ourselves about our games, but if you ask other people, they'll tell you exactly what you need to know. So Live This Summer, Die This Summer is started already. We're going to roll a bunch of stuff out. Y'all going to see. Just stay tuned. Make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you join my fan page. And if you got any other questions, comments, y'all already know what to do. We've been doing this for too long. So Live This Summer, Die This Summer Part 2. Y'all know what it is. Get right or get left behind. And now the vlog is over, so we're gonna close it the same way we close it every time. Everybody say it with me. Go work on your fucking game. Live this summer or die this summer.